I love you so much. Happy evening. Hi Manisha, Pachu, Shashank. Love you so much, guys. Rashmi, Krish, Arya Shinde. For first 20 people will have some lovely music. Hi Pramila, Misha, Diven. Okay. Hi Priyal, Mukesh, Alavish, Kaikas. Hi Vinod, hi Paji, Nisha, Karnaji, Mudrasa, Rachita, Yosh, Tabassum. Hi Priya, hi Meena. Okay, do we have 20? Yeah, I have a few more people will start. Priya, Ayyappan, Asha Kumari. So all of you first 20 people, let's have some lovely music. Hi Akshay, Sujju, Ahannak, Nikunj Jain. एक कहाँ से उड़ गया भाई तो कोई ना a few of his special song.
गाओ दीपक, आपको गाना आता है तुम्हें?
मुझे नहीं आता। मैं नहीं गा भैया, आजकल तो गीता दीदी खूब गाती है।
हाँ, गाइए ना। आज से पहले, आज से ज्यादा, आज से पहले, आज से ज्यादा खुशी आज तक नहीं मिली, इतनी सुहानी, ऐसी मीठी, इतनी सुहानी, ऐसी मीठी घड़ी आज तक नहीं मिली, आज से पहले। इसका संजोग है या किस्मत का लेखा, हम जो अचानक मिले हैं, इसका संजोग है या किस्मत का लेखा, हम जो अचानक मिले हैं, मन चाहे साथी चाहे हम सबके चेहरे देखो तो कैसे खिले हैं, ओ तकदीरों को जोड़ दे ऐसी, इन तकदीरों को जोड़ दे ऐसी घड़ी आज तक नहीं मिली, आज से पहले। सर, इतनी तेज चलाने की क्या जरूरत है सर?
जिंदगी में मैंने कभी हार नहीं मानी विनोद, और वो भी एक गलत तरीके से ओवरटेक करती हुई गाड़ी से।
That's the spirit, sir. जाए वो पूरा जो हमने देखा, ये मेरे दिल की दुआ है। ओ सपना हो जाए वो पूरा जो हमने देखा, ये मेरे दिल की दुआ है। ये पल जो बीत रहे हैं इनके नशे में दिल मेरा गाने लगा है। ओ इसी खुशी को ढूंढ रहे थे, हम इसी खुशी को ढूंढ रहे थे, यही आज तक नहीं मिली आज से पहले।
गाओ ना विनोद, जाते वक्त कैसा गा रहे थे?
हाँ वापस गाओ।
हाँ विनोद भैया गाना।
दिल में तूफान उठा है, हाथों से न रोना, आंखों में आंसू खुशी के। ओ दिल में तूफान उठा है, हाथों से न रोना, आंखों में आंसू खुशी के। अपनों के पास पहुंच के अपनों से दूरी, ऐसा न हो संग किसी के। ओ कोई कहे ना मंजिल मुझको, यूं कोई कहे ना मंजिल मुझको, मिली आज तक नहीं मिली आज से पहले, आज से ज्यादा खुशी आज तक नहीं मिली आज से पहले।
ऐसा नहीं है कि ओल्ड इज ओनली गोल्ड, न्यू ऑल्सो इज ब्यूटिफुल। तुमने से बहुत ज्ञान दे दिया ना, आपका गाना सुन लेते हैं इट्स ओके। सो मच टू लर्न फ्रॉम द म्यूजिक ओनली। Nothing can touch your heart than the music, especially when the lyrics makes so much sense in the present scenario and the present moment. And those of you joined a little late, you shouldn't feel that you missed out. Okay, I got miss kar diya. I kept special for all of you. Latecomers also will be given equal treatment here. Okay? For all of you who came late and were still coming.
One time जीना यारा लाइफ ना मिले दोबारा, ही खुशी को कट कर मोड़ जरा सेट कर, टशन दिखा जा गड्डी कहीं पार कर, लाइट फिर पार कर, म्यूजिक म्यूजिक ऑन कर, स्विच ऑफ फोन कर, दुनिया भुला जा। You only live once, baby, cheat on you only live once. You only live once, baby, cheat on you only live once. One time जीना यारा लाइफ ना मिले दोबारा, ही खुशी को कट कर मोड़ जरा सेट कर, टशन दिखा जा गड्डी कहीं पार कर, लाइट फिर डार्क कर, म्यूजिक म्यूजिक ऑन कर, स्विच ऑफ फोन कर, दुनिया भुला जा। You only live once, baby, cheat on you only live once. You only live once, baby, cheat on you only live once. Velocidad, que ditina, nacho que I have seen her. She make it work, no ballerina, base cavalli. I see Gina, so crazy, got it out, party, bitch, you going down, really, I know what's down, walk is in the view now. Listen, when I'm dating, and I'm ब्रांड वाले चश्मे लगा के सोनिए, बाल वाले सेट करके, ऑल नाइट हम सारे झूमते रहे, फिक्र ये सारी छत के। माइंड जरा कूल कर, टेंशनों को भूल कर, जिंदगी को फील कर, दिल विल हील कर, दर्द मिटा जा। One time जीना यारा लाइफ ना मिले दोबारा ईगो शीगो कट कर मोड़ जरा सेट कर टशन दिखा जा You only live once, baby G. No, you only live once. You only live once, baby G. No, you only live once. Oh, दिल कंट्रोल में न रहे अपने लेफ्ट राइट उड़ते फिरे तोड़ दे लिमिट हर एक चीज की हम ना किसी से भी डरे नॉन स्टॉप फन कर दिल जो कहे डन कर कुछ न कमिट कर डांस कर हिट कर जश्न मना जा One time जीना यारा लाइफ ना मिले दोबारा ईगो शीगो कट कर मूड जरा सेट कर टशन दिखा जा You only live once, baby G. You only live once. You only live once, baby G. You only live once. You only live once, baby G. You only live once. You only live once, baby G. You only live once.
देखा, नया पुराना सुहाना है तो नया भी मस्ताना है. म्यूजिक इज म्यूजिक. व्हाट इज ओल्ड एंड व्हाट इज नॉट ओल्ड. ये जवान चले. दिल ओल्ड नहीं होना. बाल ओल्ड हो जाते हैं, दांत ओल्ड हो जाते हैं, पेट भी ओल्ड हो जाता है, हाथ पांव भी ओल्ड हो जाते हैं, वो भी ओल्ड हो जाता है. फिर सब म्यूजिक मस्त लगता है. Everything is within. Since all attendance is completed, let's start the session. There was a monk from a monastery. Did want to meditate in the monastery, so he said he'll take a small boat near the huge lake they had near the monastery. So early in the morning, he took the boat, kept rowing it for some time, and reached quite far in the lake. There was no noise whatsoever, no disturbance, absolute serenity and peace. And there he closed his eyes and was meditating. Very deeply went. Absolute silence means absolute quietude. No disturbance whatsoever. And there, a lot of time went in that. Suddenly, he was jerked by another boat which collided into this boat, and he was disturbed. And eyes were still closed. Because of that jerk which happened, it disturbed his meditation. Anger was rising in him. And he was really getting angry that how come somebody so early in the morning can't even have basic brain that somebody is meditating there. This anger started coming, and with that anger those thoughts started coming, and then he slowly opened his eyes with tremendous anger to scream at that fellow who hit his boat with another boat. And as he saw that sight, there was an empty boat. That empty boat, just because of the little ripples here and there and the early morning breeze, may not be tied somewhere on the bank of that lake. It just kept moving, and without anybody's notice, it just kept moving like a stray boat. That empty boat came and dashed it. This boat, and that disturbed this monk. The moment he saw empty boat, his anger just subsided because he did not know whom to shout at. And he realized there was nobody in that boat whom he can complain or blame. It's just that the boat just strayed like that and it came and collided with his boat out of nowhere. In that moment, he realized there was nobody in that boat whom he can blame or complain or scream or shout at. The anger was not from that person because there was nobody there. It was an empty boat. Anger was within him. That empty boat just triggered that anger. It only stimulated him, and that's how the anger was born into him. And he started wanting to shout, but there was nobody. So anger is not something which is outside. What anger? No emotion is that is outside. Everything is inside. And it's such a beautiful understanding about life. World is just a stimuli. Everything is within. World is just a stimuli. Everything is within. That experience of empty boat only stimulated the anger in him. Boat did not give him anger. There was no anger in the boat. There was no disturbance in the boat. The disturbance was within, which got triggered, which got stimulated because of the empty boat coming and colliding with his boat. Isn't it true with all of us? Just because, and think about if that empty boat had a person sitting in it, this monk would have showed entire anger of his on that man, making him responsible for that. But reality is, there was no man in that boat, nobody in that boat. Just boat was there. Now you can't blame the boat for anything. Isn't it our situation like exactly right now like that? Coronavirus is just come. It's not visible. And if it has stimulated something in you, that's you then. And we have everything within me. Every emotion is inside. There's nothing, no emotion outside. So many people go in darkness. Fearlessly they go in darkness. And there are so many of them when they go and they see darkness, or darkness happens in the room because power goes off, light goes off. In the darkness, fear is born. They get scared. Fear was not in darkness. If the fear is in darkness, then everybody who goes in darkness should be able to see and experience fear. No, they don't. Fear is not outside, it is inside. World is only a stimuli. Everything is within. Everything is within. Disturbance is not outside. It is within. Something triggers and you get disturbed. Jealousy is not outside available. Something happens, you're not able to deal with it, and the jealousy gets triggered into you. So all the emotion, positive, negative, both. Nobody outside is responsible. If being with me, you feel inspired, it's not because I inspired you, because there is inspiration in you. I only stimulate it. Being with me, if you feel motivated, it only means there is some motivation in you. I only stimulate it. If being with me, you feel happy, excited, not because I do it, it's there in you. I only stimulate it. I'm a stimulant in your life. In my case, I'm not only a stimulant, I'm also a catalyst in your life. Not only I stimulate and I add a lot of fuel to it, and I become a catalyst to the whole thing, and I'm a catalytic effect. World is only a stimuli. Everything is within. Like how I am a stimuli to you, you must be stimuli to so many people. What is it that you stimulate in people? World is only a mirror which reflects to you. Next time, it will be so pathetic, no? If the monk is shouting at the boat, looking at the boat, you don't have eyes. Stupid, you can't see I'm meditating. How dare you disturb me? Think about, visualize. Like that, next time when somebody does something and stimulates some emotion into you, think about it telling them. Treat them like an empty boat now. it will be so easy for you to deal with your emotions, especially negative ones. Or you should at least, if not, be aware and recognize, say that, yeah, there is anger in me. Don't say, see, something stimulated. Something can be somebody also, it can be experienced situation also. That is one part of it. Maturity is to know that I'm not able to deal with it, so I got angry, I got stimulated, and I had sure anger. This is ultimate level. Okay. Or ultimate means next level. If you can't reach there, at least have this understanding. Nobody can make you angry. Nobody can get you disturbed. Something happens, you get disturbed. At least you have that kind of acknowledgement or that kind of acceptance ki, yes, I am incapable of handling some situations or some people or some experiences, because of which I frequently get angry, frequently get jealous, frequently get scared, frequently get depressed, frequently feel low, frequent. At least have that acceptance itself is the first point of growth for all of us. It can start from there. But if you're going to be adamant saying that because of you I got angry, because of you I'm scared, because of this, because of that, because of this, because of that, and if you're going to blame everybody and going to make everybody as a reason and excuse for your negative emotion, I think then nobody can help. Then I think nobody can help. First, there should be this awareness. Word is only a stimuli. Everything is within. That music makes me cry. Sad music, sad song. It only means the sadness in my heart. It only stimulated that part of you. Next time when you listen to a sad song and you just listen to it, it's exam. But it doesn't create sadness into you. One thing is very clear: sadness is not there. If I talk something to you and sing some song for you or play some song for you or do some talk to you and you feel inspired, you'd feel very happy. There's inspiration in you. That's very important. You recognize, you realize there is inspiration in you. After I talk to you and you still feel so, how does it matter in my life? One thing is clear. There is no inspiration in you. How much ever I trigger or stimulate, nothing will happen to you. The problem is not that I did not inspire you enough. Problem is not that I did not kindle enough love in you. There is nothing like that in you. That is your credit and that is your responsibility. अगर आप खुश हो क्योंकि आप में खुशी है, आप दुखी हो क्योंकि आप में दुख भरा हुआ है, और ये सब में सबका पैमाना अलग अलग है, अलग अलग डिग्री में. Some people have more of this, some people have less of this, some people have more of this, some people less of this. Now all depends upon सब है ना. You have positive emotions also, negative emotions also. You have all the kind of emotions. Now, beautiful. Then, can you at least know that you have not reached a stage where you can choose to feel what you want to feel? अगर वहां तक नहीं पहुंचे हो, तो कम से कम can we make sure that we will be in that atmosphere, will be in that places, will be in only those avenues which triggers only good out of me, only positive out of me, because I have not yet reached a stage where I can go into any zone, I can go into any set of people and make sure I create those emotional moods in that place. अगर मैं वहां तक अभी तक नहीं पहुंच पाया हूं या नहीं पहुंचा हूं तो कोई बात नहीं. Be choose those people, that group, that avenue, that forum which only triggers good in you, best in you, beautiful in you, love in you, happiness in you, inspiration in you, excitement in you, dance in you, laughter in you. Be in those zones, no. Be with those people, no. Let's begin with this, because one thing is very clear. World is only a stimuli. It only stimulates. Then find the right stimulus, no. There are some set of people in your life, being with them, they stimulate wrong part of you. Stay away, no. There are some places where you go. People, a lot of teenagers have this. I want to go to pub. I want to go to a discotheque. I want to go to that place, night out. And parents are very, why would you go? क्या जरूरत क्या है? This teenager will argue. Don't you trust? We trust you. They trust you. They don't trust the environment where you're going. Because when you go to a pub, when you go to a discotheque, and if you are only a 15-year-old, 16-year-old, 17-year-old, you're not an independent soul, financially and emotionally. And if you go there, and when you're going to be there in the middle of a pub where everybody is drinking, and there is a lot of profanity happening there, a lot of obscene things happen, and a lot of things are there which they must be wanting to do because they are independent financially, they have the right in their life, and you are still a dependent soul in your family, on your family. When you go there, when you keep seeing everybody is doing everything, at one point of time, there is wrong in you, there is right in you, there is weakness in you, there is strength in you, and somehow that will trigger, stimulate that area, that place, that atmosphere will stimulate, and don't know how long we'll be able to say no. So when they're asking you stay away from this, not is that they don't trust you, they don't trust the environment where you're going because world is only a stimuli. How long will you say no when your friend keep offering you liquor, when they all keep offering you hookah, when they keep offering you weed? How long will you? Ek baar try maar lena. And there is that temptation in you, it will get triggered, it will get stimulated, and that's where you will fall for a wrong thing or a bad thing or a. I tell this to Arya, I trust you completely. But I also know you are not completely so emotionally strong. If there is an opportunity and somebody offers you something, you definitely make a try. You may not keep having it, but you definitely make a try. Opportunity है ना, तो मौका का फायदा उठाओ. And I know you might do that. That is the reason I tell you stay away from the intent. Not that I don't trust you. I don't trust the environment which is there. World is only a stimuli. Everything is within. And every human being is made of all the possible emotions. Then eventually, as you grow in life, you'll have to develop those set of emotions strongly, strength-wise, and make that willpower to make sure that only good comes out of you, positive comes. That is what we've been discussing for all these 21 days. That how, in terms of pressure situation, difficult situation, adversities, how the best response can be. What can be the best response? There's one more perspective to you to understand. Either you should be one who is a stimulant to the environment. You have reached to that stage in life that you can go and change the mood. You can go and change the atmosphere. You can go and change the equation of the entire place. If you reach there, brilliant. Go wherever you want to go. If you are not yet reached that place, then ensure you're in the environment which only stimulates right in you, good in you, beautiful in you, and you stay safe. You stay safe. You stay sane. You stay beautiful. World is only a stimuli. Don't forget the empty boat. In fact, all these stories, all these parables, all these metaphors I have given to you, whatever clicks to you. I don't know what has clicked for you, but whatever clicks to you. If this clicks to you, then you should make a picture of it or some kind of infographic of it and keep it on your screen. Make one empty boat. Make one boat where one monk is meditating. And if you really like me, put my photo also there. I'll give one photo. A lot of photos are there. Now take one picture of mine meditating there in the one boat, and one other boat, empty boat comes. Or you put your own photo in one boat, you're meditating, and one empty boat, and keep in front of you. Or simply one empty boat. And should remind you, world is only a stimuli. Everything is within. Everything is within. Think about it. How many times it will be so sad now if you keep shouting at the empty boat all your life? Even there are porcupines are there. I like porcupine. I don't like porcupine, but I love because there's so much I have taught using porcupine, especially in my sales program, and I do so many beautiful things I have taught to salespeople about. They call porcupine technique. There's not a context one here, but just because I spoke about porcupine. Porcupine is that a small animal is that which has a lot of these quills. It has its own sharp pointed arrows switch on his body, and it releases when some kind of threat comes. So there is tremendous cold in that place. Cold means literally cold. Animals are dying out of cold, that kind of cold. So this group of all porcupines were feeling very cold, shivering under the cold. And the only way they could survive was to have each other's warmth. So they all came together, close together to feel the warmth of the body and started being together so they can beat the cold. Now suddenly they realize that other fellow's quill is poking here and their quill is poking them. And this poking is making them feel hurt and they're bleeding little. So they're not able to deal with it. So they move. Is it raining? So it's poking. So they just separate outside. We can't stay together. This is too much. Both pain or and they move. They move out. The cold is killing them. If they come together, they are killing themselves. If they go out, cold is killing them. Know what to do? अपना कंडीशन भी ऐसे ही हो गया ना. बाहर जाएगा तो कोरोना मारता है. घर में रहेगा तो फैमिली लोग too much is there. So finally they decide, let's come together and ensure we'll come that much close where quills will just come close, but it will not prick or poke, and we'll still be able to have the warmth and beat the cold. I think such a beautiful lesson on relationship management. It's a beautiful lesson on family management. In a family, I'm not calling any one of you porcupine, but listen to the from this is few of you danger than porcupines. Don't take it personally, please. So when you are living four of you, five of you, six of you together, and sometimes I told from the beginning, you come close now. All of us have our thorns. We all have our own pills, which are basically we have kept for our own protection. Ensure that you keep coming close, but not so close that it starts hurting other people. And that's where you feel like going away, but you can't go away right now. Initially you used to feel very angry and used to go out for a walk. Now you can't go out for a walk. Corona is more dangerous than your wife or your husband. So stay at home anyways, but learn this lesson that come so close where you're able to enjoy the warmth, but it is not burning you and making you suffer in togetherness. It's a very important lesson in relationship when being together in life. Because again, that will stimulate and something will trigger. And when something will trigger, we are not evolved people that we will say, I have disturbance, I have anger, I have non acceptance. We will first blame them. Tera chub raha hai. What you are doing is pricking me, and because of that, I am feeling very miserable right now. And we will not say that misery in us, we only will say misery is because of you, and that's not so fair. And that's not so fair. One very beautiful lesson I want to discuss with you is this: empathize. Empathize with people with whom you are living right now. They have their quills, you have your quills. As much as their quills poke you and pain you, your quills also must be poking them and paining them without your knowledge. I'm not doing anybody does in relationship intentionally, but you have to be very careful with your action. Nobody in the family intentionally want to kill each other, destroy each other, disturb each other. हो जाता है. So you have to be very careful in your action. Your intention is not to go and poke your quill into somebody else, but when you try to go beyond one limit, when you go to try to go into somebody else's space, and too much barging happens, it's going to prick. Learn to empathize. As much as you need space, even they need space. And if we can make sure that we respect each other's space, it will be so nice. I also want you to empathize. Now that you feel, now it's almost everywhere in the world, animals are coming on the roads in the cities and actually peeping in house and sees, "Idhar kaun rehta hai? Which animal lives here?" In fact, we have become a part of a zoo and we are locked in our own house in the cage. And those people, animals are moving freely. Life में सब karma balance होता है. देख लिया ना law of karma. Till now they were locked up and we were outside. Now we are locked up, they are outside free, moving freely. So please, when you go out within couple of weeks when the lockdown will get open, and again I don't know when we'll have a chance to speak again, But whenever you get out, come out of the entity, please empathize. Empathize with all those things for which you did not, which you in this 21 days or in this 30, 35 days, 45 days, you did not have few things in life. There are so many people, so many situations, so many things outside. I want you to empathize. अभी खुद पे बीता है ना. Till now it didn't occur to you. Till now it didn't click to you. Till now you never went through something like this, so you're not able to relate with other people's difficulties or situations or pain. Now that you have gone through, I really want you to empathize. Life is so beautiful. You know why? For me, life is lost and found. What is happiness? Happiness is lost and found. That's it. It's very beautiful. One miserable man, poor man, with a small sack, with little things in the sack, walking miserably, meets the mullah and tells the mullah, in all my life, said this in this sack, small only, in that only little things only I have. What I have done in my entire life. It's such a miserable life I live. Before he could say a next sentence, Mullah took that bag of his and ran away. And this man is running behind him. Arey, bachao, bachao, mera bag leke bhag gaya, please. And that Mullah knew that place very well and he was healthy. Tak, 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 he went. He ran away for quite some time. And after a few hours, he came to the center of that village, the town where he knew that man will again come ultimately. He came back and kept the same bag there. And just hid somewhere and kept watching. After a few hours, that poor man came searching for the same place where he lost it. The moment he saw his bag, he felt, "Oh my bag and my sack! Oh, everything is there! I'm so happy I got it back." 3-4 hours back for that bag only he was missing. Now 3-4 hours back, same bag only he got, and he's feeling so happy about it. Why? Because he lost it and then found it. We are like that only. Now, Bangalore, traffic, कितना traffic है, traffic ही नहीं है, जा. Now at least empathize. Next time when you go out in the traffic, don't be miserable because you know, ज़्यादा बकवास करेगा, ज़्यादा किरकिर करेगा, फालतू क्रिक पार्टी करेगा, कुछ वायरस आएगा, घर में बैठना पड़ेगा. Now tell me, is it better to sit and stand and crawl in the traffic of Bangalore and still feel outside, or to sit full time in the house to have the Benz and Audis and BMWs at your garage and you're not even put the ignition on for last 21 days? Tell me what is better. It is still better to keep crawling even if it is traffic jam, slowly. Kitna bhi bada traffic jam hoga, eventually you'll reach home. No? Is it not better? Next time whenever this lockdown get over, I want you to empathize and next time feel happy in the same traffic jam. Don't say क्या यार traffic है. You should say thank God at least घर का बाहर तो है, at least road पे तो है, at least I'm able to see the open sky, able to see so many human beings, and you should be able to empathize with the situation and feel happy about it. Next time, as many times you would have thought about an army officer and saluted the army officer. Today's warrior is not wearing khaki, not wearing military green. Today's warrior is wearing white and white and saving our life. Next time you see a doctor, I think you should tell them and say, "Sir, doctor, you're a true soldier. Salute to you." As much as those people on the line of control or on the border are taking care of our country. Today, the doctors and the compounders and the nurses and the police are taking care of people in the country. I want you to empathize with doctors next time and saying, क्या लूटते हैं यार, क्या करते हैं यार, वो करते हैं, जो भी है. If today few of them are reviving and recovering from coronavirus, it's only because some doctors are working on them. We will keep praying what we are doing. We are pushing inside, they're pushing outside. But I want to empathize. I want you to empathize when you go from here. All that you have lost in this 21 days. When this lockdown will get over, you'll find it back. And all the reason for which you are miserable, I'm telling you, for the same reason today, tomorrow you'll be happy. And you should be. For me, happiness secret is this only. Once in a while, you should lose something in life, and then again find it. You'll be able to enjoy the value of it more. That's for me, happiness is. Right now, when the lockdown will open, nothing would have been changed so much in the world, but we will become so happy in life. You know why? Because before the lockdown also we were the same people. After lockdown also we're the same people. But what has happened outside has triggered different emotion at all the different times. Same world, you look beautiful. Same roads, same traffic, same restaurants will look much more beautiful, best, brilliant to you because you have lost it for some time. And when you'll find it back, you'll feel more happier in life. देखो भगवान ने क्या गेम चलाया बिना कुछ किए, without changing the world, without doing anything. He just gave you a temporary loss to make you understand that true happiness is only in understanding what you have is not with you for guaranteed lifetime. So जब तक है, make the most of it and enjoy it. Otherwise, for some time he'll again make you lose something, and again he will give you same thing back, and you'll feel wow, like that how Mullah did. He snatched. Right now, life has snatched your 21, 35, 45 days from you and put you into a jail for 45 days. And after 30, 45 days, they'll give back, and you're the same person without nothing change in you, and thus you'll feel very happy about it. That's happiness, lost and found. With you guys, time flies, as I always say. This life is lost and found. Happiness is lost and found. कभी कुछ खोकर पाने मजा आता है, कभी कुछ पाके खोने मजा आता है. Always shed tears on this song what I'm going to play for all of you. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow morning. 11. Tomorrow evening is the last session, so we have kept it for 1 hour, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. The topic is going to be power of patience. So let's conclude on a very different feeling altogether. Sanyam, sabr, saburi, patience is a very, very important quality which we all have to develop in our lifetime. Not for this phase of life, but for every phase of our life. Let's loosen the music for some time. Sorry to cut it. I understand the need of the sessions regularly on a day-to-day basis. But I promised when this whole thing started, when they told till 14th April will be locked down, and I told myself that this will be my seva, this will be my contribution to my country and my countrymen, and whoever can join in this. And today we have people watching this live from England and US and Taiwan, and of course different cities in the entire country. This was my Rashtra Seva, this was my Desha Seva, this was my Samaj Seva. I can only give what I have. I only have my time and wisdom. I'm also responsible to my organization and my organization people. They also need, you have to do some work also. I'll still find my way to reach to you. How? I don't know. But I understand and I appreciate your need to be touched and see what can be done. But give me some time.
एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है। जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है। जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है। कुछ पाकर खोना है, कुछ पाकर पाना है। जीवन का मतलब तो आना जाना है। दो पल के जीवन से एक उम्र चुरानी है।
जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है।
एक प्यार का नगमा है।
धार है नदिया की, मैं तेरा किनारा हूँ।
तू मेरा सहारा है, मैं तेरा सहारा हूँ। आँखों में समंदर है, आशाओं का पानी है। जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है।
तूफान तो आना है, आकर चले जाना है। बादल है ये कुछ पल का, छाकर ढले जाना है। परछाई न रह जाती निशानी है।
जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है, एक प्यार का नगमा है, जो की रवानी है। जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है, एक प्यार का नगमा है।
I don't know about all of you, but I really, really cherish, enjoy this time with you as well. Nothing has been more fulfilling in this 21 days than to be with all of you. Morning 11 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the evening, and those Sunday nights. It's been fabulous journey. Thank you for giving it a purpose. Thank you for giving a meaning to my life too. To mean a lot too. Love you so much. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow morning, 11 a.m.